All right, today's like a review day because I'm going to be walking you through your last MLQ and reviewing what a good answer may look like. Some of you had great answers, and practice how we might be able to do better on the next MLQ that comes our way. All right, so we're going to look at part 2, the constructed response task. Directions: read and study the documents below about Louisiana's climate and answer the question that follows. So start thinking about your vocabulary already. Louisiana's climate. Remember, climate is weather patterns over time. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about weather patterns. Now, I'm actually going to skip past my documents for now and go straight to my question. All right, this is going to help me figure out what information I'm looking for. Some of these documents are tough, and you want some sort of focus so you can narrow down your search. What information are you looking for? In which region of Louisiana, lighter or darker regions on the map above, are farmers able to grow crops more months out of the year? Write a paragraph that explains why you chose lighter or darker. Remember to use information from document 1 and include facts and examples from your own knowledge of social studies. Okay, so I have a map, I have my darker or lighter. My goal is to choose which of these regions I would grow crops in if I were a farmer, lighter or darker. Well, that's good. My prompt actually tells me it's almost like a multiple choice. I only have to pick one of the two. Let's go back up to my other document and start figuring out what information I can get to make this decision. Studying the climate of Louisiana is important. One of the main reasons is the growing season. The growing season is the period of time between the first and last freezes when farmers can grow their crops. Okay, we're talking about seasons and growing plants for farms. That makes sense to me. I know that's important in Louisiana. I don't think that's going to help me decide which I'm going to grow my crops in, the north or the south, the light or the dark. Okay, so let's keep looking. Studying the climate also allows the farmer to know what crops can be grown in certain areas. In North Louisiana, the growing season is from 210 days a year. Okay, I'm going to highlight that number. That seems important. Oh, I better do that whole sentence so I know that it's North Louisiana, 210, 230 days a year. In South Louisiana, the growing season is from 230 to 290 days a year. Okay, that's all important. I can compare it. North Louisiana, less days, so it's shorter. The growing season depends on warm temperatures and plenty of rain for good crops. North Louisiana has more changes in temperature and rain, while the Gulf of Mexico's waters keep temperatures in southern Louisiana from changing as much. Okay, the last part is a little tougher for me to understand, but let me look at this information that I highlighted. North Louisiana, the growing season is from 210 and 230 days a year. South Louisiana, the growing season is from 230 to 290 days a year. Okay, so the growing season is longer in South Louisiana. So I'm looking at my map. I see I have North Louisiana and South Louisiana. South Louisiana is darker. And they have more days of year where I can grow crops. So if I'm a farmer, I'm thinking I'm going to be in South Louisiana, which is the darker region. Good. That's an important first step, but what does my answer look like? Let's see. All right. Control. You with me? Okay. Good. What does my answer look like? Let's see. If I was a farmer, I would grow crops on the dark part of the map. Let me double check that. Yeah, dark part of the map. Okay. Makes sense. Document growing season is 230 to 290 days each year. Remember, we highlighted that. That means I can grow more crops as a farmer. Document 2 shows me that the dark part is in the south. Let's be a little more specific where the growing season is longer. All right, that's a pretty good answer. I answered the question. I decided the dark part. I talked about document 1. I gave myself a little evidence. Remember, just like ELA and social studies, we want to give a little evidence. And then I also mentioned document 2 and gave a little evidence. And notice I stuck in a little sentence here. That means I can grow more crops as a farmer. I explained my evidence. I didn't just parrot back whatever the document told me. I explained what I brought to it, what my own brain thought about that document, and how my own decision was made. That's very helpful, okay? So I hope this is some good practice, how you can turn this confusing madness that you see right here into this nice little essay that we have written here without too much difficulty. Okay, you're going to have a practice that you can work on today. I'm eager to see what you create.